Alright gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 187, I think? Episode 37 on the Dwarven Paladin. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, we're on 187. 37 on the Dwarven Paladin. I don't have my MMO mouse plugged in, so let me switch that. Not very professional of me, I know. I was playing Marathon with a buddy of mine who we used to live together, and he's moved out of state and moved to Seattle with his now wife, was his girlfriend at the time, but recently they've gotten married. Yeah, had my shooter mouse. Okay, hang on now. The cord is not working with me here. There we go. All right, we're ready. We're good. We're good to go. Okay, we're set up. So last we left off, we were in Red Ridge. We have a few more things to do in Red Ridge. We're pretty close to level 27, I believe. Yeah, 26 right now, close to 27. Been really enjoying the Paladin. I didn't think I was going to like the Paladin as much as I am. But because a lot of people say they're just like auto attack simulators, and you know, they're boring to level or whatever. I don't feel like that at all, honestly. I feel like I've been really getting into the Paladin itself. But we do need to run into Red Ridge, get this quest from Theocritus, and that's going to take us back here. Take the Glyph of Azora to the lion statue near the Tower of Ilgalar in Red Ridge, which I'm pretty sure the Tower of Ilgalar is somewhere over here. Probably mostly like here or here. I think it's actually like right around here. This is the castle where there's a bunch of elites, so I don't really need to worry about that. But for now, I'm just going to work on some of these Blackrock orcs, and we're going to head up north. We'll get the axes, we'll take down the champions, we'll get Yowler's Paw, and I might try and do Missing in Action, escort Keyshawn. But that quest can be pretty damn risky, honestly. So I don't know if I want to wait and come back and do that one, or I haven't decided yet, honestly. Switch to concentration. Throw out a heal, go back to red. Mind the behind here. The axes, they say they have a 50% drop chance, but so far I haven't found any. And there's two right there, so I stand corrected. I'll tell you what, let's drink a Rumsey and eat a goulash, because we are about to go try and take on Yowler. We actually get our other ring once we take down Yowler, which is exciting. We get the Ring of Iron Will, 4 stamina, 2 spirit. Why did I want to say strength there? What other buffs am I missing? I feel like I'm missing some buffs here that I could... Oh. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference, but there's a chest here we'll snag real quick. Collecting a decent bit of... Wait, when did we... Oh, we just looted this. I didn't even realize. The Medicine Staff of Fiery Wrath. Dude, if I could send this to my my Fire Mage on the Alliance, or if I could send it to my Horde Warlock, that'd be really sick. Unfortunately, you know, we always play solo self-found. I saw another video from... I believe it was Shobek's Shorts on his YouTube channel. I'm not, you know, I wasn't crazy about Shobek because of a lot of the ninja drama that he's gotten himself into, and I don't really like that entire idea of people ninjaing. It's very scummy behavior, but he had a short that was saying, like, what if we had a completely solo self-found server where you basically turned off trading and the auction house? And I know that wouldn't be a lot of people's cup of tea, but for a player like me, that would be the server That'd be the only server I'd ever play on moving forward. There's so much value, and I talk about this so much in our series, in finding your own items, in doing the quests that give you item upgrades. I'd be down to do, if there was a solo self-found server, I would definitely be down to do like dungeons on it. I think that's cool because then you can, make friends and run the dungeons over and over till each of you got your drops and that kind of thing, right? But the idea of removing the auction house and removing trading is so cool to me. One, it kills bots. It kills gold farming bots. Oh, shit. Yo. We'll put that on just as like a visual upgrade, which gives me an extra 8 slaughter that I can put in the bank. But yeah, like I was saying, it kills bots, which is really good. You wouldn't be able to bot, which is really, really nice. Everyone that you see would have gear that basically they farmed by hand themselves, right? Like either they did, some difficult quest chains, or they got lucky with drops, or they, found some things fishing. And it just adds so much more value to everything in the game. You guys know how I feel about when I see someone running around the world with, full BOE blues or purples even. They're enchanted with fiery. It's like, dude, you're not even playing hardcore, in my opinion. You're faking it. Like, it's so disingenuous. I don't like it at all. And that's why I play solo self-found. It's just an added challenge, and every little thing that you get is so much more valuable in solo self-found. Remember how stoked I was when we got that gargoyles bite off that random mob? This is an insane drop to get in solo self-found, right? Like, and if I could just buy gear, if I could just swipe my credit card and buy gold and then use that gold to buy gear, it wouldn't mean the same at all, right? I'm trying to think of how do I want to do this. I'd like to kill this mystic first, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. I think I actually want to just pull this guy, try and reset Yowler. See if I can just kill this guy. I got lucky with that crit there. Alright, we should be good. Pop my stone form. Front load the mana. Alright, we got Yowler's Paw. At this point, it's not even really worth the bag space to keep that stuff. It needs to be worth a little more, in my opinion. I don't think I can get up this way, can I? Wait a second, maybe I can. Alright, that's actually... Wait a second. No, I can't. Okay. So this is the cave back there. But yeah, I really liked that idea when I heard it on Shobek's YouTube short. And it got me thinking, man, that'd be so cool. I would definitely play on a solo self-found server. Even if it was like a non-hardcore server, I've heard people say like non-hardcore solo self-found, that'd be a sick server. It truly would. I'd rather play that than play on regular era servers. But the issue is the player base is already divided so much as is, right? Like, you got a lot of people that play retail. You got a lot of people that play classic. You got a lot of people that play classic. The progression servers, like the one that is in TBC right now. You got a lot of people that play hardcore. You got a lot of people that play on private servers, like Project Ascension and stuff like that, right? Like, the player base is already split between so many different versions of WoW. So it's like, okay, well, here's another version of Classic WoW, but it's only solo self-found. It's like, I don't think Blizzard would do that. Especially because we're starting to get leaks about Classic Plus, and it's sounding like it's going to be, and I hope that they do this. I think it's actually a really smart idea. I talked about it already, but a prestige system within the game. Now, obviously, it's going to have bonus content, though. It'll probably... I don't think they're going to make like previous servers into Classic Plus. I think you're going to have to restart because it's just going to give the game like more longevity. But I'd be very curious to see if they continue it past level 60 or if 60 is still going to be the cap. There's just going to be more content after 60. I would be okay with that. I actually like the number 60 being the max level. I think like aesthetically 60 just sounds like a good max level in my mind, but maybe it's because I grew up with WoW, but I'm not sure. But I know that they'll probably add in like Highjaw and make it like this huge thing. You'll go into the lore of the Night Elves and what happened in Highjaw a little more, even though they cover that in Warcraft. And even in TBC, you go back to Highjaw and kind of experience it a little bit. It'd be cool to see it before that, or we go into an alternative kind of like timeline. We could go into the Emerald Dream. We could learn more about that. That's, you know, talked about a lot in Classic through a lot of these quest chains. You know, mess with the Dragon Maul clan more, the Twilight Cultist clan more. And of course, they expand on all of these things in different future versions of WoW expansions, but it'd just be cool to see it in the Classic setting and maybe take the game in a different direction and have it be like this alternate timeline. Oh, a Blackrock Mace. Plus 3 strength, 18 to 35. Not as good as ours. It is worth 16. Call it 17 silver, though. That's kind of nice. Yeah, I mean, escorting... I think I'm still a little too low to be escorting Keyshawn out of this cave. I think I'm going to come back at like 30 or so, maybe. Simply because... 1, it's in a cave, and we know the rules about caves in hardcore. 2, these mobs enrage, meaning they hit harder. And 3, he pulls like every single mob that is in this vicinity. So he's just such a like threat magnet that I'm not super comfortable doing that quest right now. I'd rather be a little over leveled and come back and do it. God, sorry, my allergies are so bad. Alright, let's let the mana regen a little bit here. I'm just going to get the axes, kill the champions, and then we'll come back for Keyshawn later. I need 15 champions, good lord. What do I get for this quest? Just 20 silver, basically? Oh, a rare's up. Kazan. He's surrounded by a lot of boys. I'm not 100% sure if I can take that rare on. I already struggle taking on 2 of these guys. Got the heal off and I dodge. Double dodge. And these guys are humanoids, so they run. Like, it's just dicey. He could drop some nice shoulders, though. These cutthroat pauldrons would be really nice. But again, he's surrounded by a summoner is right behind him. He's got a tracker and a champion right there. I'm not sure if I could take him on. What I'm worried about is that these ads are like tacked onto him, and even if I tried to pull him all the way back here, those ads would follow me to the ends of the earth as long as I had his aggro. That might not be the case, but you never really know until you pull one of those, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even pull this guy away because then they're going to social aggro, and then I've got 4 mobs on me plus a pet. Like, this guy's got a pet, he's got an imp. I can see it at his feet there. I can't target it, but And that really sucks because I want to take him on. He is 1 level higher than me too, though, so I don't think I can do that, unfortunately. If there's some way that I can like pull this camp apart and just get Kazan on his own, I could definitely do it. But the fact that there's a caster with a pet, there's 4 mobs here. I'm pretty sure they're like chained together. I don't think so. We only just got our 4th axe. That's kind of insane. I think I'll pull these 2 and not grab the summoner here. Okay, yeah, but I should have got the tracker there. He just immediately enraged. Alright, that's axe number 5. I don't need the linen cloth. I wish I was getting more silk and more wool. I'm just about past the wool at this point. We need 1 more point. We are consistently getting wool, though. Let's see if I can get that last point. There it is. Yeah, these 4 are not moving either, which kind of sucks. And these fireballs are hitting me for like 100 each. It's kind of just asking for trouble here. I think we just give it a little bit of a wide berth. Like if I was to do Kizan, oh, I just leveled up from exploring. That's kind of funny. Renders rock. If I was to do Kizan, he would definitely pull these 4. Which means I would have to clear these 4, which is just like, that's not happening. I'm sorry, bro. That's not happening. Like, it's already dicey fighting 2 of these guys. I'm already like, you know, if I wasn't a paladin, we'd be really struggling here. I wish this champion here was a patrol. If it was just the 3 with the pet, I might be able to... I'd have to pop bubble, probably even lay on hands. Maybe I could pull the champion apart. I'll try in just a second. I don't know. I am nervous about it. Because then what if like some of these mobs back here respawn and then I'm grabbing a bunch of these Blackrock orcs? Like... All Kizan knows is a backhand, which is like a 1.5, 2.5 second stun. I think it knocks you down. Majority of things in Classic are humanoid creatures or beasts, and I wish more were undead or demon. I could then exercise a lot more. Or use my exorcism. It's crazy to enrage and then run away. It's mostly just copper in this cave too, which sucks. You would imagine it's tin up here. So I should be able to line of sight them just like that, yeah. Get 1 more auto off before I judgment. Alright, I don't want to go too deep. Oh, that is tin though. I'm gonna get that tin and then we're gonna turn around and get out of here. These are humanoids in a cave that is like on level with me. This is, I just don't like this at all. This is exactly why. Pop another Rumsey, put on a sharpening stone. That's what I was missing, is a sharpening stone. Eat another goulash. A lot of mobs around here. Oh, there's 2 nodes of tin. I just can't see them because there's so much shit on my minimap. Just missing a lot, it feels like. Parry, miss, parry. I got bonus armor. Respawns are going to be happening soon, so I need to keep that in mind. Two flashes should be fine, plus natural regen. Let's get this tin real quick and get out of here. Yeah, this cave is actually like a bit of a nightmare. I kind of want to just get the hell out of here as fast as possible. Let's go ahead and put a justice on him, although it only lasts... Oh, every auto attack resets it. That's really cool. I didn't know that. Respawns might be happening soon. The bodies are still here, though. Or at least this one is. I just pulled him back here, so... Alright, 1 more axe and 8 more champions. Some of these guys are starting to respawn, though. Oh, he's gonna go for the rare, I bet. I will not help him with the rare. He is getting ripped apart, bro. He did take him down. That's his health potion. Oh, brother. Retaliation! He's a beast! Well done, bro. Alright, he had that completely. Well done. That's the spirit of hardcore there, bro. I gotta see you do it. Once I knew he had it locked down, I was like, okay, man. Retaliation is so good on a warrior. Alright, we just need 1 more axe. I'm hoping that I can find it on the way out, and then I'll come back for the other champions later. Ooh, a chest. Good on him, though. Hopefully he got something cool. Anything good drop? If he links me the shoulders, I'll be a little upset that we didn't take it down, but... Oh! Exactly what I wanted. Yeah, SSF. Oh man, he linked the shoulders too. He would have traded it to me if I wasn't solo self-found, but nah, man. You too, brother. And that's why I love the hardcore community right there. More tin. Man, well fought on that guy. I only gave him a heal there at the end when I knew he had it secured. He was ripping through those mobs. Fury dual wield warrior does insane damage. The retaliation was just insane for him too. He blocked so many attacks and did so much damage back to them. When we play our warrior, I think I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with him. I think I'm gonna make him like Arms Fury hybrid, I think is what I have in my notes. There's the 10th axe, nice. Obviously with a shield in the inventory, just in case, right? It's nice to have some defensive capabilities if you need to run or if you need to throw it on during a big fight, fighting multiple mobs. But I don't want to level him prot like I'm gonna level this guy. Like at some point in the future, once we get off this weapon, we'll be switching mostly to mace and shield or sword and shield, right? And it's going to slow down a little bit as far as like time to kill goes. But for the thematic idea that I have for this guy, I just imagine him with a sword and a shield. I just could not use Gargoyle's Bite while we had it, right? And I will carry a two-handed weapon like we've talked about. I'll carry a two-handed weapon with this guy, and I'll use it and switch to it here and there. But the idea being I like being this like protection holy hybrid paladin that uses a sword and a shield or a mace and a shield, and I'm more of like this tank kind of idea with holy spells to keep myself alive. I like that fantasy more than a retribution paladin. Now in game, of course, we're going 11 11 like 30, I think is what we're doing, or 11 11 27 or something like that. I have it somewhere, but another point, by the way, so let's throw it in deflection. We're putting points in red, obviously, for Seal of Command. But again, I don't want to be two-handed the entire time. I do want to switch to Sword and Shield. It's just Gargoyle Bite is so good that I'm like, I can't not use this right now, man. So probably like in our 30s when we phase out of this weapon, I'll probably wind up switching to mostly just Mace and Shield or Sword and Shield. I like the idea and the aesthetic of Mace and Shield more than Sword and Shield, but just specifically for a dwarf, right? Sorry, all this yapping makes you thirsty, dries the throat out. Let's go back into town, sell all this junk, and make some space, as well as probably smelt some of this copper and tin down. Remember, any extra bronze is just going towards the shining silver boots. These things sell for a decent bit. We still get skill points out of it. We're almost at 175, which is exciting. 200 is like, man, we're on the 2/3 completion goal of it. Turns out if you're actually out in the world and not selling ore and actually like keeping it and crafting things, blacksmithing's not that bad. It actually makes you a decent bit of money. We'll keep the silver, of course. Sell Murloc fin. Actually, I'll hold on to it because I could make the soup. That's right. All right, I'm going to smelt this stuff down. I'm going to pause the video while we do because it's just going to take some time and I want to save that time. So I'll resume when we get all this smelted down, and we'll continue on turning in these quests. So I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, gamers, we have 35 copper bars made, 24 bronze bars made. We've got 6 silver bars, made some coarse grinding stone. We still have those small lustrous pearls we found, some extra wool left over. We do need to get our first aid book and get our first aid past 150 cap, which is in the Arathi Highlands for the Alliance. So we'll have to do that later when we head to the wetlands, but for now, let's talk to Werner Osgood. Turn in Yowler's Paul. Yowler is a dangerous creature, Bale. If you're not ready for him, I understand.
Again, thank you for your help. The Stormwind army is so busy dealing with the orcs, they don't have the troops to protect Redridge from local threats like the gnolls.
We'll take the Ring of Iron Will, which is our second ring, which is sick. I'm actually going to put that one above the Meadow Ring of the Monkey. And we will update to current items. Mezzarine can get a buff. Doodlebug can get a buff, and her pet, Hail, Where's your pet? Where's your pet, Hunter? I don't see it. I want to buff it though. Okay.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Stuck on the roof. Ha. Silly boy. Safe travels. Blackrock Menace. Have you been slaying orcs, Bill? If so, then show me.
That makes for a lot fewer orcs to worry about, thanks. Blackrock Outrunners and Renegades are running ambushes between here and Stonewatch Keep. The leader of the Outrunners is an orc named Theral Zun. We want this orc. Bring me the head of Theral Zun.
This is a group quest, same with Shadow Magic, so I think we're going to hold off on these for now. And then Fangor, oh, there he is. Fangor is one that I think we could do on our own, but we would need to probably come back for this. I think we're just going to get these Shadowhide pendants and then call it a day there for Red Ridge. We'll come back probably around like 30. Maybe we'll take on Fangor, Gathelzog. No, not Gathelzog. Well, I mean, all three of these are elites. I could do these later in the future, but it's going to be hard. Oh, look, it's a letter about Kishan. Missing. Corporal Kishan. Last seen during the bloody battle at Stonewatch Keep. Corporal Kishan was reported to have been dragged away by Blackrock orcs. It is believed that Corporal Kishan is being held as a prisoner of war at the Blackrock encampment north of Lakeshire, just west of the pass leading to the Burning Steps. By mandate of Magistrate Solomon, anyone who aids in the recovery of Corporal Kishan shall be rewarded by Marshal Maris. So I'm actually not going to take this quest, Fangor. I'm going to keep it out of our quest log just to, you know, have more space for quests in the future and in future places. But let's go into Elwind. Let's take Theocritus, this Watchful Eye quest. I think that's going to take us into this area over here where these Shadowhide gnolls are that we have to kill for the pendants. And then, of course, I'll try and kill a couple more champions, but they're mostly in the cave, not really on the outskirts. So I might want to just like hold off on this one and finish it when we go and help Kishan and come back for Fangor and stuff. But after this, I think we said we are going... Where did we say? Back to Astronar? Is that what it was? 24, 25... 29, 30, 30, yeah. There is some stuff here like Aloon's Tear, Renee's Cleansing. I could do the Elemental Embracers, and Aggressive Defense and Culling the Threat. We could actually do those. The Tower of Althalax. I could probably take this one on now. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quests that we could do out here, and then we would come back probably around 30, maybe even 7 with Ruzel. It's not bad. Need to head back to Ziz Physics at this point, and then he would give us Gorenzo's quest, which is obviously up here. Still not going to take on Gorenzo's orders with Piznik again, because that quest was just terrifying. I think at this point, we need to head into the wetlands. Which is good. I can start farming those Murlocs and hopefully get a few pearls. We really just need 2. Any extra are, you know, appreciated, but I don't really need them. But we just need 2 iridescent pearls to make our chest piece, and this chest piece will be with us for a very long time. 14 strength, 6 stamina. You figure I've got 3 strength right now. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So 5 times better than the chest that I'm wearing right now. It's got more armor, not by much, like 15, 16 more armor, whatever. It's got double the stamina, but mostly it's got 5 times the strength of the chest piece that I'm wearing right now, which is insane, man. That's insane. That's so much better than what I have on right now. Plus, that'll be our second piece of blue gear, which is just really cool. I think it would be with us for a very long time, probably like mid-30s, maybe even into my 40s, depending on, you know, the chain quests and what they give us, right? But it's kind of hard to replace that amount of strength. And the only thing that we don't have is the iridescent pearls, which we get from the bluefin murlocs right around this region in the wetlands. So, but yeah, if we head to the wetlands, we need to talk to Rethiel. We need to do the Stone of Relu. We've got these Dragon Maw scouts and stuff to get. The Incendicite ore. There's a 24, a 25, a 21, a 24, a 22, a 22, a 21. We got a good bit of quests here. I think we go to the wetlands first, and then we go back to Ashenvale Astronar.
You're nice.
She logging off there? Yeah, I think next up is the wetlands, and we still have our Child's Week whistle, which is nice. I thought this was going to disappear in 2 days. It's been like a week, and it's still here, so I think I might be able to turn this in much further after Children's Week is over, which is kind of what I'm hoping for, honestly. If not, then, you know, it is what it is, but I need to be at least like level 33, 35, somewhere in that range before we head to Thousand Needles and get that ice cream. All right, up the tower we go. Theocritus.
My rival Morganth is a vicious mage of great power who lives in the Tower of Ilgalar in Redridge. I have developed a means of spying on him, the Eye of Azora, and can now view him from afar. But to study his thoughts, I require further aid. If you are willing, then take my glyph of Azora to the Tower of Ilgalar. Place it upon the lion statue near the tower. When this is done, the power of Azora will grant visions of Morganth's future plans.
Sick. We've already looked in this, but we'll take another peek. This is what the tower looks like. We're looking for a lion head statue around there. That's the tower. I'm gonna go ahead and hearth, just because might as well save us some time. Get back to Red Ridge and let's go start getting some of these Shadowhide pendants and slap this glyph on the old lion statue. We're hoping that the, what is it, Theocritus's retrieval drops, but apparently this is a very low drop chance. Bring the faded Shadowhide pendant to Theocritus the mage. Oh, I can't buff his pet.
Thank you.
He gave me water breathing. How nice. Alright, so we just kind of travel through here. Chatter is one of the rares that's over here. It's just a rare spider. And then Snarl Flare. What a name. Chatter. Target. Snarl Flare. Target. Row the Silent. Seeker Aquilon and Boulder Heart. I can't remember it. Aquilon. Just in case one of these rares is up. Spam our target macro. How did you aggro onto me at a gray level? I don't really care about any of this stuff. I guess the Condor meat is kind of nice, but... At this point, I think I can just kind of leave the copper, honestly. We should be past bronze very soon, I think, and then copper is just going to be kind of useless, but it's hard to just leave that stuff. We got to that point on my rogue where I was used to it, so it's just going to take a second to get used to it on this guy, I think. But Galardale Valley. I think only one of my characters in the past has gotten this this item. It did say it is a very rare drop chance. Imagine we get the first drop there. That'd been crazy. The pendants do have 80% drop chance, but I don't know. We'll see how much I believe that. 0 for 2 makes it feel like that's not 80%. Come on now. Okay, they do poison. Check for treasure. Yep, there's a chest. If I can pull this camp apart, I might be able to actually clear it out, but I think that's where the chest is. Checking for Roe. He might be in that cave. Oh, made a mistake. Let's pull you apart, because there's 3 down there, and I really don't want to fight a warlock. Need to get an... Oh, man. I need to get an auto in before they reset, but it's too late. Let's go ahead and buff up completely. Last of the goulash, but now I have the Murloc fin soup to eat. We're saving this for when we make that chest piece. I think we put the other bit on my gloves because it's going to be a while before I replace these gloves. I think I'll replace these pants once I get these iron leggings here, but those actually look really cool. Fresh sharpening stone, fresh rumsies. That still hit me. Okay, I think these guys are kind of chained together. Yeah, they are. Which means I need to be careful.
Health warning.
Alright, now we run away. Let these two reset, then I'll retake them on, and I'll go for the Dark Weaver first. That way I don't have to worry about fighting 3 mobs at once. Apparently my human rogue has 3 of these items. On one of my servers. Let's see, where was that chest? Is it in this camp? It is, okay. It's kind of a tricky camp to take on. I'm gonna have to eat one of those. I accidentally put might on myself. I let my seal fall off, whoops. It is a curse, meaning I can't purify it. Let's put wisdom back on ourselves. Doesn't seem like the rare's up in that cave. Get one more auto off before I judgment. There we go. Do we think I can grab this guy without grabbing the others, right? That's 4 to grab in there. But say, I think Roa can be in anywhere, not even just in this cave. I think I found him on one of my other characters, like somewhere in this general area. Now, if I take on this camp, I'm assuming they're all like tied together. I'm gonna have to do something similar to what I just did. It's gonna be a little tricky. And that Slayer looks a lot bigger than the others. I thought that was the rare for a second. Slayers do have executes too, so be careful with that. I do want this chest, so I'm gonna give it a try here. I think I just try and take on one of these warriors, pull them out. I'll go for you. 664, they're about the same. These guys just have Sunder, really. I only pulled 3. This might even just be doable. They are gonna... Oh, fuck. One respawned right here. Worst timing. Don't love that. They're dazing the hell out of me here. No bueno. Uh-oh. I think we're just gonna run.
Health warning.
No, don't daze me.
Health warning.
Okay, whew.
Health warning.
That was scary, boys. That respawn really fucked me there.
Health warning.
It's a solid chest up here too, in this cave, or in this camp. Oh, it's always scary, man. I still had bubble, I still had lay on hands, but my mana was just cooked there. If I didn't have the respawn show up at the worst possible time, I was going to take on all three right there. But you just have to be really careful with those respawns, man. Ugh. Respawns will be the death of you in this game. Alright, let's buff up again, clear out these respawns. Ugh. Worst timing ever, man. God. They're also humanoids, so of course they run. $35,000 jumps already. I don't think we broke 100,000 on my my rogue, but I think we're at like 75 bludgeoning cudgel. It's kind of nice. We only have about 10 minutes left on this session. I do have to hit the gym tonight, and then I think afterwards I might record another one, so I might try and play some more later tonight. I want to get Red Ridge done now for the most part and get a Watchful Eye and the last of these pendants done. So that way later tonight if I do play, we can just head straight to the wetlands. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, I'm fully buffed up. The respawns should be dealt with. Just try and take this on again. As long as it's just these three, I think we'll be okay. I might have to use a potion here, but just try and kill one really quickly. Switch to concentration.
Health warning.
Double Holy Light. Back to red. Deal with another one real quick. Let the mana regen. Don't consecrate again. See, they've ripped through my armor, which means I'm taking a lot more damage here. Ah, I missed my judgment. Back to concentration. Another double Holy Light. And we're good. Ooh, Superior Gloves of the Whale. And a silver threaded cloak. Look at that. Oh, it's a long cloak. That's really cool. I might consider switching into this. This is leather. Not going to use that, but it is a free 8 silver right there. It's kind of nice. Let's take this guy down quickly, and then I need to take on that brute, because I think he's going to be in aggro range if I open up that chest in front of him. We only need 4 more pendants, and then we'll go tag that statue. And then we should be done with Red Ridge for now. We'll come back later, of course, to kind of tie the bow on it, but let's see if I can open this up. Nope, yeah. I knew I was going to aggro this guy. I feel like when I first got this polearm, we were really feeling the strength of it. Now I'm starting to feel like it's kind of fallen off a little bit here. All we got was all that for a standard claymore. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like it's starting to fall off a little bit, but it's still the best weapon that I have out of any like option, right? You have to really zoom in on the map to see anything here. See, like, it feels like I'm just not really dealing that much damage, but again, these things just have a lot of health. Like, my average swing is like 70 to 80. Like 70 there, 20 with my seal. So I guess maybe that's just what it is. is in theory it's taking like 10 swings in order to take down one of these guys, but get some tin right up there. There's the statue.
Health warning.
It seems like Row is actually not up right now. These guys are just ripping through my health. $154 on our mining. It's funny to me that the mining's actually fallen behind the blacksmithing. On almost all of my characters, it's always like blacksmithing is lagging behind, but alright, let's put the glyph. This glyph doesn't say anything, right? No, it's just a glyph of Azora on it. This lion statue has sat here for decades and keeps a lonely watch over the infamous Tower of Ilgalar. There's a depression at the base of the statue where a gem or glyph might be set. You place the glyph of Azora on the stone. It adheres itself, and you hear from it Theocritus's disembodied voice. You have my gratitude, young Bale. You may now speak with me through this glyph, and I might have future tasks for you, after I have probed the thoughts of my rival. I've been watching the Tower of Ilgalar and can detect that Morganth is in conflict with the orcs in Stonewatch Keep. I do not know the reason behind their contention, but you may aid me in unraveling this mystery. Take another glyph of Azora, then go to the top of the intact watchtower beside Stonewatch Keep. Find a suitable object on which to place the glyph, a chest or a jar. Someplace where the glyph will not be noticed will suit my purpose. Climb the intact tower beside Stonewatch Keep, find a suitable container to place the glyph of Azora. So I believe that's that tower, and it is a elite quest. So I'm going to come back on that one later and do it when we do Fangor, and if we decide to do Gathelzog, Shadow Magic, and Therilzun, which will probably be like around level 30. We'll come back, we'll get the rest of these champions, I'll escort Kashan. Maybe Kazan will be back up and I'll have another chance at getting those shoulders, but I might have just missed my only opportunity. But even if so, that's just how it's going to, that's how fate worked out. Checking for the rares. I think I'm going to swing down south after this and see if those rares are up too down there. Let's pull you back here. There seems to be another guy coming. Oh shit! We actually got the glowing Shadowhide pendant. This pendant glows with magic. Let's read it. You hear a disembodied voice. Do not be alarmed. I am Theocritus, High Mage of the Tower Azora in Elwyn Forest. We know you. The pendant you are holding is a method of communication between the Shadowhide Gnolls and their master Morganth. Through months of research, I believe I too can communicate through these pendants. If you can hear this message, then my spell was successful. Bring me this pendant, and I will reward you for your service. Healing Balm. Heals the target for 180 damage over 12 seconds. This is really interesting. There's not many items like this in the game. I'll definitely probably hold on to those for some difficult elites or possibly like, rare mobs or whatever. There's Fangor. He's just a normal homie. He is around a Slayer and a Darkweaver though, which I'm not crazy about that. So I'm gonna want to be able to clear out that Darkweaver really quickly and then not get under 25% health versus that Slayer. I might even be able to like separate them, but I think these three are together. Lose 1 spirit, lose 3 stamina, gain 4 int, 1 armor, and look cool. I'm not really showing the cloak is the big thing. I think maybe we just sell this cloak. It is 10 silver, basically. What's my current cloak sell for? 11 silver. I just need 3 more of these shadow pendants. I'll go check for the rares and then we'll probably wrap it up. Boulder Heart, I'm assuming, is like some kind of rock creature. These last 3 are not being very kind to us drop rate wise. Stun him right before the cast goes off. He's in melee range now, so he should just mostly just like auto attack us. This curse. Not a big fan of that curse. Come on, bro. These last 3 are just being a pain. Oh, a warped blade. 10 silver there. A lot of gray items worth a good bit of money here. Another healing potion. I'll start working on a second stack of those. Probably just put them in the bank or something, but it's always nice to have backup potions that are like that. I'll take another rawhide tunic. Get rid of the eggs. Start eating some of this mutton chop. Just get some value out of it, you know what I mean? Before I delete it. Alright, there's 1. 2 more. Just let my mana regen here. We're only going to judgment when we need a new seal. Alright, 1 more pendant. Come on, baby. Start working my way down south. How much silk? Only 5 pieces of silk? I feel like we got more than that. Not gonna lie, when we pulled those like 4 or 5 mobs, I was a little nervous because they started dazing me over and over, and I was like, oh god, I can't run away. Blessing of Freedom doesn't work for dazes, it feels like. It's movement impair effects, which I think are like stuns, roots, that kind of thing. Things that stop your movement, not things that slow your movement. Ooh. A cedar walking stick. That sells for 11 silver right there in itself. It's kind of insane. All right, let's check for Boulder Heart and Secret Aquilon. It seems like Aquilon can be anywhere around this water region. Boulder Heart is more along the mountain line back here. If we have to get rid of anything, we'll probably get rid of the Buzzard Talon and the Condor Meat, but just in case they're not up, you know, we'll keep that stuff for now. I don't think many players come back here. There's not really a reason to come back here. I don't think I've ever even been back here. Oh, there's merchants here. I had no idea. Leather working supplies. We can empty out our bags right here. That's perfect. Leather armor merchant.
Hello.
Do you have any rare items? He does. Okay, but those are just the classic bracers that we've had offered to us before. The wolf, the owl, and the bear. We currently have better. Okay, so it seems like Boulder Heart is not up, unfortunately. We'll check for Aquilon real quick, and then we're going to head to Lakeshire. We'll turn this in. Our hearth is not... Well, I'll tell you what. Let's head... I'll pause, and we'll head into... Elwind, and I'll turn in this quest. I'll resume when we get to the Tower of Azora. Kind of dug myself in a pickle here. I can skirt around them. We'll get to right around the Flight Master. I'll pause. I'll run to Elwind. I'll resume when we get into the Tower of Azora. We'll turn this quest in, see what he has to say, and then I'll pause again, run back to our inn here in Redridge, and we'll turn in Solomon's Law and get ready to wrap it up there for the night, or at least for now. And then I'll, like I said, when I finish up with the gym, I might do one more episode tonight. It just depends on how tired I am afterwards and if I've got anything else going on. So doesn't look like Aquilon is up. It seems like that's more of like a water rare. This is some dam that I did not know was here, honestly. We're at 12 gold, by the way. Kind of nuts. Oh, shit. He is up. Secret Aquilon. That's pretty cool. Tin, and I didn't see what the other node is. Raider's chest piece of the bear. Currently better than my current chest piece, but it won't be better than the blue when we make that. So there is a decent bit of, well, copper really. Any chests around there? No. Alright, well we found one of the rares at least. Oops. Row, Chatter, Snarl, Flare, and Boulder Heart were a failure. But we found Aquilon while we were here, Squidic, we found Kazan while we were here, although we couldn't take him down. Volchon, I don't understand. It says he spawns here in town, but I've never seen him. Let's turn off that. Broken Tooth also we didn't find. A lot of waterlogged footlocks. Squiddick's back up. I was like, that Murloc looks different. Sure enough, it's Squiddick. We're hoping for the medicine staff here, sells for a decent bit. Soldier's armor of the bear. It's like 7 silver. This one's 8. I also got an elemental water. Apparently that's needed for some blacksmithing. Alchemy, blacksmithing, jewel crafting, leatherworking, tailoring, even though jewel crafting is not in the game right now. I'll hold on to it. Do I even want to use this? 1 extra stamina, 1 extra strength, but I lose 30 armor. I think I'd rather have the Raider's chest piece than the armor. Although it is cool that I'm wearing the Ironforge breastplate. I think we switch over to it for now. How much does this sell for? 8, and what is the 8? It's about the same. Alright guys, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to run to Elwind. We'll turn this quest in. I'll resume when we get back to Theocritus. And then we'll pause again. We'll run back over here. We'll turn in Solomon's quest. And then we'll get ready to call it there for now at least. So, see you guys in just a second. Alright gamers, we've made it to the Tower of Azora. Talk to Theocritus. Looking further. I spoke to you through a pendant, you say. Give it to me, so that I might study it.
You have my gratitude, adventurer. I sent that message to the Shadowhide pendants weeks ago and had believed it a failure. But it seems the spell did reach at least some pendants after a significant delay. In time, I hope to learn how to send an attack through the pendants to immobilize any Shadowhide gnolls who wear them. But before that is possible, I'm afraid that much more research is required.
So this is basically the same quest that you can take from the actual stone itself, looking further. Okay. Does that change the orb? Let's see. The Eye of Azora? I don't think it would. Doesn't look like it. Just stick it out for a second. Take me through the window! Yeah, it doesn't. Alright, so we get some restorative balm. Basically a nice little heal over time that doesn't count as a healing potion. Alright, I'm going to pause again while I run back to Lakeshire. I'll resume when we get there. We'll turn in the final quest and then we'll jump in bed until later tonight. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright gamers, we're swimming into Red Ridge, well, Lakeshire now. Sitting on basically 13 gold, close to it. Let's sell the rest of this junk. I just found a chest on the way over here and it had actual junk, so sell all that. Let's go talk to Bailiff Conasher. Turn in 10 Shadowhide pendants to me, and you shall be rewarded.
The Court of Lakeshire recognizes your commitment to justice, adventurer. By enforcing the laws of the kingdom, you have helped uphold the justice of the land.
Thank you, sir. We're already halfway through 27, which is exciting, almost 28. And then we're only 2 levels away from the halfway mark. It feels like we've only just started this character, so. Hunter, I'll give you that. Mage, we'll give you that. Give you that. Give you that. Give you that. Buffs all around. And yeah, we're going to call this one here for now. Let's jump into bed. I need to hit Stormwind before we head to the wetlands next time. So we'll probably, when we start up later tonight, fly straight to Stormwind, do a little bit more crafting and just spend some of the materials that we have. Maybe even sell some. Replace some of these bags, even though they're 8 slaughters. I guess I'll just, I'll probably just sell these 2 and put these 2 in their place, or these 2 in their place. 10 gold for our next bank slot. I'm not ready to buy that just yet, but it would be nice, right? Yeah, I don't have too much bronze, but I want to just, you know, maybe get rid of some of this copper. I might sell some of it or craft something with it. I don't know, but we'll decide later. For now, we're going to call this one here for now, and we'll continue on later tonight. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.